Having a furry friend in your home can bring a lot of joy, but it can also cost you a pretty penny. A recent study found more than 42% of pet owners have taken on debt for their pets. So all season we've been helping you save money on your health care. Now it's time to talk about your pets. The president of the SPCA Los Angeles, Madeline Bernstein, joins us now to talk about this because we get pets for a lot of reasons. Wonderful companions, great for our health, may help us live longer.
Right.
But we're not thinking about potentially going into debt. So how do you manage, much like in human healthcare, you're getting the right amount of care for your pet and not being fleeced?
Some veterinarians offer wellness plans so that several visits over a period of time are going to be free and you can get routine wellness care. That can help a lot. You can go to low-cost vaccine clinics and microchip clinics and all types of festivals where you can get things for your pet. So looking around for these low-cost options at high-quality vendors will help. And then, of course, we can always talk about insurance.
So let's talk about insurance.
It's like planning for a child.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
You have to go through, you don't have to think about college costs, but I mean,
Well, that's how I justified my dog's cataract surgery. He didn't go to college, so I could spend that money on cataract surgery.
And you would be,
right.
Mary, you're someone who
I
you
get
go
all
to the moon
fired
and
up.
back for
I get all fired up because people need to learn to be able to say no to the vet. My dog was sneezing blood. Now, in my opinion, and I'm not a doctor other than jurisprudence, sneezing is a respiratory thing, right?
probably just had a nosebleed, a dry area.
We got to do a scan of his abdomen. We got to do a scan and check his colon. So $1,800 later, it's like, we still don't know what's wrong. Now we want to do a scan of his head, well, which will cost another $1,800. Why didn't we start with his head? That's where it's coming from,
Well, and that's where pet healthcare has taken on some of the characteristics of human healthcare, and that's, to me, a sad development. So I want to ask you two things then. Pet insurance. So if we want to shop for pet insurance, what's the best way to do that? And then secondly, on top of that, I think it's important, how do we avoid a scenario like Judge Mary went through where you're spending $2,000 on a scan you don't need?
Informed decision-making is important, even at the vet. And so you want to ask questions. What's it for? What's it going to do? How much is it going to cost me? And so you start to, don't be afraid. You're the consumer. You have all the power. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Now, insurance, remember the insurance business model is to get as many people to sign up and cover as little as possible, right? So pet insurance is no different. You might have pre-existing issues, pre-existing conditions. You might have certain things that are excluded in the policy, so you want to read the fine print. They might exclude certain illnesses that are likely with a specific breed. And a shelter pet, sometimes they might say everything's a pre-existing condition. So for example, we and I know other organizations will order a trial period. We work with different insurance vendors, and sometimes you can see if you like it and what it costs. And if you have multiple pets, multiple insurance policies can add up too.
And I would just like to add one thing, because I think there can be a lot of moral confusion on this issue. In today's society, there's a lot of guilt around pet ownership and, your 17-year-old dog has stage 4 cancer and you're not gonna do everything. And maybe I'm off base saying this, but I think that you have to make some decisions, and if it's, anyway, I can't even begin to go there right now because these are decisions that family members have to make though. Like, hey, I got my kid's college fund, or our 17-year-old dog has a $10,000, and if you have to make the decision, that's okay.
If you're making the decision on the best interests of the dog, right, or the best interests of the cat, then you make it and you sleep at night. You make the decision that will help you sleep at night. And I can't use these words on the show, but I have a sort of a standard line for all the people who sit in judgment over everybody else and fling guilt bombs at you, which is just shut up.
Yeah.
And I'll just add this, pet adoption is a wonderful way, not to just improve the life of a pet, but to improve your life and, quite frankly, your longevity. Great studies out there. Pet adoption can help you live a longer life. Madeline, thank you for the work that you do.
Thanks for inviting me.